Wow, what a welcome. That was a flock of snow geese which decided suddenly to take off and show off their flying skills, I suppose. I'm so blessed to be here on the shores of the Salish Sea near Richmond to witness this phenomenon. I'm actually here to introduce my episode 15 of my series Himalayan Road Travel 2024. At the end of my last episode, which was episode 14, I left you guys at the Shinkula. We had traveled from Jispa in Lahore to the Shinkula Pass, and after that we descended the Shinkula into Zanskar and had a fantastic road journey all the way to the capital of Zanskar, which is Padam. Unfortunately, all my footage from that section somehow got lost, somehow got deleted by mistake. These things happen. As well as the footage of our journey back from Padam to Leh. We took a taxi from Padam, and the taxi brought us through some very exciting countryside through the Zanskar Gorge, the gorge of the Zanskar River, and up through 3 high passes to finally connect us to the Manali to Leh road, which was a fantastic journey in itself. But like I said, unfortunately, I've lost all that footage. I apologize. Which also just means that I guess I'll have to go back to Zanskar very soon and reshoot the whole thing. A great excuse, I guess. Yeah, so now let's talk about this episode 15 of the Himalayan Road Trip 2024. I will take you on a journey to the world's highest motorable pass, the Umling. The Umling is at 19,050 feet above sea level and has recently been opened to tourists via an excellent road. And we shall go to Umling from sea level here at Richmond, British Columbia in Canada. And on the way, we shall also visit Hanle, where there is an observatory at a very high altitude. Well, Ladakh is known for its very clear skies, so the Indian Astronomical Society decided to install and erect a telescope up there. The night skies are fabulous and the air is very, very clear. Ladakh overall has very little precipitation, and therefore there is little moisture in the atmosphere. So the clarity is fabulous, as anyone who has visited Ladakh will know. So yeah, we will go to the Umling, the world's highest motorable pass, via Hanle from Leh. We are at Chumathang on our way to Neoma. Stopped to see the hot springs at Chumathang. Chumathang is on the Leh Hanle Road, Leh Mahe Bridge Road, and here it is bubbling. Look at the bubbles here. Wow, the hot springs. Looking at that, that is really hot. Woo. There'll be one here, smaller one. The hot spring. Woo. Ah. Yeah, it's really hot. I went for a short walk downstream from where the hot springs were, along the banks of the Indus, and what I saw wasn't very pretty. Shit all over the place, garbage. Look at the garbage here. Chumathang next to the river. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, the water's flowing here. Again, garbage. 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 Look at that. This is not what you expect. I'm standing here on the banks of the Indus River at Chumathang, and I just showed you the amount of garbage, feces, human feces and garbage, and general litter which has been taken alongside all these banks. And it's a real pity that we don't respect our natural assets. This is a real challenge both for India and the world, for Ladakh and its people and its environment. I mean, just look at that water. It looks pristine, snow-fed, coming down all the way from God knows where, all the way into Tibet and flowing into Ladakh. But what have we done here? God, this is awful. This is not good. This should stop. This is high altitude cricket being played just outside the little village of Neoma. This is the kind of Himalayan roadblock that we all love. I'm walking up to the observatory on top of the hill above Hanle in Ladakh. Amazing view of the whole valley behind. Visitors are allowed during daylight to go up to the floor where the telescope is mounted, but to actually use the telescope, you need to be an accredited astronomer and book a time slot. There is a computer screen which visitors can use to see some of the images that this telescope has captured. I'm just climbing up to a little chorten near the observatory, little point, and just want to see what the view is like from there. And of course, as I'm walking, that's the view down the valley. This is at an incredibly high altitude, I think over 14,000 feet. I think it's 14,500 or something, or even more. So yeah, you will be gasping for breath as you walk up even the short distance from the car park. And that is, look at that, great view range. I believe the Umling where we are headed tomorrow, is across that range. It's about 90 kilometers from here, so quite a long distance. Looking forward to that. That's a observatory complex. Highest point. Great. I'm at 14,863 feet as per my GPS altimeter. You can have a look here. We spent a very cold night at Hanle before proceeding for the Umling the next morning. Jule. चाय क्या है चुशुल में
चुस्मुले वाला
हाँ नहीं नाम क्या बोला बोला हाँ
चुस्मुले चुस्मुले
चुस्मुले
हाँ जी
चुस्मुले ए जुले कैसे हाँ अरे चीनी खा रहा है अरे बाप रे जुले बोलो जुले क्या नाम है इसका
Tanjin Pemba.
हाँ तंजिन पेम्बा तंजिन पेम्बा I am at Chishulme, which is a little settlement. We have stopped at for some chai. The Umling is less than 30 kilometers from here, so this is the last leg to the highest motorable pass in the world at over 19,000 feet. I'm looking forward to that. Today is the 16th of June 2024. We have been driving for some time through some of the most arid and barren landscape I have ever seen. It is a cloudlessly clear day, so that bodes well for our journey onwards. So I'll see you next on top of the Umling La Pass. So we have reached the Umling La, the world's highest motorable pass at 19,024 feet after 2.5 hours of driving from Hanle. We started at 6 in the morning. Now it is 8:30. It has been a wonderful drive. Some bikers here. Umling La. लोग कहाँ से आ रहे?
Calcutta.
Calcutta. Oh, good. Long ride, huh?
Very much. Left home on the 3rd.
3rd of June, huh?
June.
Wow. Fantastic.
Riding constantly every single day.
I studied in Calcutta many years
really?
ago.
Where?
St. Xavier's College.
Oh wow.
1972 to 1975. I'm an old man.
I wasn't even born then.
Okay. So you guys had any trouble with the bikes?
Yes, a bit.
Yeah, bit. Yeah.
Not
But,
really in terms of the performance.
Yeah. No, but in terms of altitude, because even the cars
Yes,
have
a bit.
trouble. You
Yes,
know,
yes,
like
yes.
you can feel that the engine is struggling to burn the
Give it a
fuel.
rest for 30 seconds
Uh-huh.
and then first gear pull it a bit hard.
Yeah. Okay. This is the climax of our road trip from Narkanda, which started off in Narkanda on the 26th of May. Today is 16th of June, and we are standing at Khardung, the Umling La, the highest motorable pass in the world. Franklin and I. We don't seem to be having any breathing difficulties, so that's a good sign. I love Umling La. It's quite cold. There's a little wind blowing. Hands are getting cold, but the sun is shining, so it's not too bad. I can walk around a bit. The world's highest oxygen cafe, again closed. I guess if you're running short of oxygen, you can take a whiff here. Actually, I'm not feeling too bad. We've been in the mountains since 26th of May. Been in Kinnaur, Spiti, Lahore, Zanskar and Ladakh. Crossed a couple of high passes, the Kunzum La, Sirsil La, Khardung La, etc. So I guess we are a little acclimatized. I'm walking in this nala on some frozen snow, ice. Feels great to be back in the mountains of Ladakh. High altitude, clear blue skies, thin air. There's nothing more beautiful than that. We've just come down from the Umling La, which is the world's highest motorable pass at 19,024 feet. There was a horned lark which just sat down there, and let me go and check out that nala.